This is the PuroAir Hepa 14 Air Purifier, and some things you should know about it is if you've been thinking of getting one of these for your room, this might be a little bit overkill. And the reason I say that is because this is meant more for like a floor. Now when it comes to what's actually under the hood, we're gonna have a 3-stage filter. The first one's gonna be the pre-screen filter, and this is basically what's gonna get the bigger stuff, kind of like hair, maybe pet hair. Next up, we're gonna have the HEPA 14 air filter, and this is what's really gonna make a difference because it's gonna trap up to 99.99% of airborne pollutants like pet hair, danders, and just smaller particles that pass through the first layer of protection. And the last layer is gonna be the activated carbon filter, and this is gonna make a difference if you have some strong odors in your home, or also if you smoke, so it'll go ahead and help clear some of that up. Now this air purifier is going to be fairly lightweight at 8 pounds, so it's not going to be too heavy to move around, and the best place to put it would just be off somewhere in the corner and probably not on a desk like this. Now the controls are going to be on top, and the thing about this is it's going to be capacitive touch, so that means there's not going to be physical feedback. So here I can click onto it, and there it goes and turns on, and after a few seconds it's going to read my air quality and set it to auto. So right now it's currently orange, but after a few seconds it's going to go ahead and turn green, and that's because I have pretty good air quality right now, so it's considered acceptable, so it'll put it in low air mode. But if your air quality isn't the best, it'll let you know exactly what it's at. So if it turns orange, that means it'll be moderate and it'll put you at medium fan speed, and if it's poor air quality, it'll be red and it'll put it at the highest air speed. Now if you just want to do it manually, you can go ahead and click onto it again, and we have airspeed 1, airspeed 2, airspeed 3, and then finally sleep mode. And the cool thing about sleep mode is that there's not going to be any lights, so if you look closely it'll just look like it's turned off, but it actually is on, and the fans are going to run really quiet, and it's going to be even quieter than if you put it at airspeed 1. Now if you're worried about this using too much power, you can always just go ahead and set a timer to it. So on the left side here, we can go ahead and set it from 2 hours all the way up to 8 hours. And if you have kids and you don't want them to accidentally turn this off or mess with the settings, you can just go ahead and hold this lock button for a few seconds, and it'll go ahead and turn on the lock mode, just like that. So now if we try to press any button, nothing's gonna happen. And the only way to get out of the child lock mode is to hold that lock button again until you hear the sound. And there, now we can easily go ahead and turn this off. And the last thing to note is gonna be this air filter button. So it'll go ahead and light up, letting you know it's time to change the air filter. And this is gonna change depending on how much you use the air filter, but on average, it'll probably last about 3 months. So overall, the PuroAir air purifier is easy to use. It's sleek. One downside would be the controls. You have to manually go ahead and go to your air purifier to move the settings, so it doesn't have app control. You can't control it on your phone. It doesn't have a physical remote. You have to come on top of over here. So as long as you're okay with that, this could be a great option for your home.